I think you have the opportunity of a lifetime to change your life if you invest in the right companies now in the stock market. And I want to draw a parallel to a couple that left New York City, good Wall Street jobs. Let's see, it was in 1994. Jeff and MacKenzie Bezos left New York City and went to Seattle, Washington, rented a house on Spring Street, and turned the garage into a warehouse through which they sold books over this new thing called the internet. They went public 3 years later, and that was in 1997, and they just struggled along, and in 2003, that would be 6 years later, their stock was up to a $1 per share. That's split adjusted for today's price. And you know where Amazon is now and what Jeff and MacKenzie are doing and how their life changed as they reacted to change that was happening, that was called, I first remember it called the World Wide Web, turned into the internet. And I like to say that basically Jeff and MacKenzie put Sears Roebuck out of business. Business was built around a catalog that you could go and get on your phone and order anything you wanted, and it would be delivered in a matter of weeks from Sears Roebuck. They basically did the same thing on the internet, but you didn't have to get on the phone. You can do it through the internet, through their website. And that changed the world of retail as we know it. Put Kmart out of business. Same thing happened to Polaroid and Eastman Kodak. They didn't adapt to the change. And who I really want to speak to in this video is the small business owners of the world. I just got back last week from a convention in Washington, D.C., put on by Goldman Sachs. They have a program called 10,000 Small Businesses. They've gotten it up to 17,000. And what I want you all to know, and even if you're not one of the 17,000, if you can integrate AI into your business, much as Jeff and MacKenzie integrated the internet into their garage business, or how Sergey Brin and Larry Page, two college students, integrated the internet into their company called Google, or the two Steves down in Texas integrated the internet into their company called Apple, or Bill and Steve up in Washington created Microsoft, all built around this new invention, if you will, this new movement called the internet. Well, it's happening again. And now it's called artificial intelligence. And it has worked extremely well for me. It has put me in a position where I've tripled our company's income in a matter of 6 months as I integrated AI agents, Samantha and Bart, into my business and helped us predict the future price of stocks. And as a result, our portfolio has grown from about $688,000 on May the 1st to $1.55 million on November the 1st. And that's great, and that's great for me and my tribe members. But if you're a small business, and I don't care what you do, you need to understand that now all the knowledge in the world is available to you, and you can exponentially grow your business and put the behemoth that you've been working behind out of business. Again, Jeff and MacKenzie put so many retail operations out of business because they adapted. I worked for Polaroid. I know they did not adapt. There's a story that in, I believe it was 1998, two scientists at Eastman Kodak showed up at a board of directors meeting with a device that was the size of a toaster and said, this is instant photography. It works through digitalization of the image that the camera sees. And they gave a demonstration of it, and the board of directors threw them out of the meeting and telling them that we are not a technical company, we are a paper and chemical company. 6 years later, they were filing bankruptcy, and two young guys out of their garage sold Instagram to Mark Zuckerberg. You, as a small business, have this opportunity in front of you. If you will understand how to integrate, it's not just writing letters, it's identifying a new market. I have a young lady that I've spoken to who makes wedding invitations, and she builds a strong business out of it, but she says, then I'm constantly looking for new brides, new grooms. And I said to her, why don't you've built a relationship with these people, why don't you do their Christmas cards? Why don't you do their birthday cards? And why don't you search with their permission, their social media, so you can make that Christmas card and that birthday card very personal to their lives that they want to share with their friends and family. Why can't you then put that on a subscription basis so that they pay you on a monthly basis for having access to very personalized cards, birthday cards, Christmas cards, Halloween cards, Easter cards, whatever bundle they want to buy. And then just now you have a regular source of income, and it's only available to you because you have access to all their information through the internet and through AI. You can even integrate AI to design the card for you based on the information you've gathered from their social medias. This is applicable to literally every small business in the world if you come to have a firm understanding of what AI is going to bring us, just like Jeff and MacKenzie did in 1994. Now, they're living in a totally different world. It's your opportunity. Seize it. Understand it. If there's any way I can help you, reach out to me.